Hi, I'm Antonio Ng, co-founder and CEO of Formwork.io. So at Formwork.io, we are working towards a new building materials ecosystem, all circular and carbon negative. And today, with commercial real estate accounting for nearly 40% of the global CO2 emissions, there's no easy way for the sector to reduce its carbon footprint. And yet, we're not slowing down, especially in Asia Pacific, building the equivalent of 1.5 New York City every month until 2060. Now, up to 90% of those emissions from real estate development fall within Scope 3, which include materials and construction. So what if we can reverse the correlation between urbanization and carbon emissions? And what if we can upcycle greenhouse gas that would have otherwise made its way into the atmosphere and storing it in our buildings, coastlines, and cities permanently? Remember how we are constructing 1.5 New York City every month in Asia Pacific? Well, to do that, the demand for materials for flooring and paving alone will equal to 160 million square meters. That's the size of 21,000 football pitches every month. Now, most green building products on the market today fall into 3 broad categories. Majority simply have a high percentage of recycled content. Some emit less carbon, and very few actually remove carbon. We have combined all 3 into one, while adding biopigments and ultra-low energy biocarbon. Now, with this approach, we have arrived at our first product, the circular carbon brick. It's circular by design, upcycling both industrial and consumer waste. It reduces and removes carbon dioxide, removing more carbon than it produces. And with 5 color offerings, we are focusing on biopigments such as indigo, algae, and used coffee grounds. And last but not least, they are all performance code compliant. Now, paving brick is only the beginning for us, our first application. We aim to build out an ecosystem of building products for both exterior and interior application. Now, with a product roadmap initially focused on precast building products, we aim to move towards prefab modular construction segment by co-creating bigger structural elements with carbon removal capability. Now, since our early breakthrough via CO2 curing, we have further developed multiple different approaches towards carbon negative, such as biocarbonization and direct air capture, allowing us to adapt our process to suit different applications and market fit. So as Joan kindly mentioned, before I became an entrepreneur, I was actually a design architect. I specialize in green buildings. I practice across North America, Europe, and Asia. And after more than 20 years of practice in search of a bigger impact, I decided to change course by founding Formwork.io. And our chief engineer, Guo Hua, bottom right, has over 10 years experience as material science researcher and chemist. Professor Leung on the bottom left is an important collaborator who is an expert in upcycling waste into hydrochar. For now, we're focusing on the precast non-structural segment to begin with, and we eventually move on to prefab modular and construction segment by licensing our technology. And while we've been busy refining our production model and delivering pilot projects, we have also initiated a second stage R&D to further simplify our tech and our process, to lower our costs, and to build our IP portfolio. And we couldn't have done all this without our collaborators and supporters. Now, some companies talk about utilizing a carbon negative ingredient. Others talk about a carbon negative process, but we produce the first circular carbon negative finished product. With our business model, we're focusing 4 future revenue streams, starting with our core building products. This year and next year, we aim to tap into customization as an add-on premium. Then we plan to leverage our carbon credits either as a bundle option or revenue share to further drive adoption. And lastly, we'll pursue technology licensing to further scale up 2027, 2028, and beyond. And so far, we have been generating interest from real estate conglomerates, from academia and government in terms of pilot projects and collaborations. And we're seeking a $1 million to mainly build our production capacity, scale up our team. This will provide us with a runway of 18 months to supporting our customers to save carbon as they build. Thank you.